So as we all know, Trump is in the Epstein file. But do you know who is not in the Epstein file? Do you? Black people. Black people are not in the Epstein file. Something to make you think about.
They try their best to demonize black men, but who do we see almost exclusively, pervasively, singularly, only, unanimously in the Epstein files? I guess we ain't gonna talk about that though.
You didn't see any black people in the Epstein files. You didn't. White people, why can't we be honest about literally anything? You saw MJ, he was photoshopped in, and that's the entire point. No matter where on the political spectrum you lie, whether it's Noam Chomsky, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, or Steve Bannon, whites had to take a hard look at themselves this weekend and understand that the elites on both sides have always been complicit in creating the highly curated differences of opinion that have divided us and hold us hostage every single year on election day. All right. It doesn't matter what kind of white you are. Epstein is the brutal white reminder that the richest, whitest of us are both complicit in not only erasing their own histories, but the histories of our countries, and the histories of our country's borders, and the histories of the indigenous people that used to live within our country's borders. Everyone else but us seems to know that we turn the horrors of our ununited states into the United States, and the horrors of our original white evil island boys into the founding fathers, all while they got to use outdated concepts of race and gender to control the way that we vote, while they created ethno-states by any means necessary. Why white people are the only ones left that think religious people can be political, right? Because no religious person follows the racist class structures built by the redacted histories of the country's most racist, richest men, right? Especially the ones who created laws only to legislate their creepiest fetishes. We're gonna let the same rich white political actors define the actions of our countries with racism, sexism, and xenophobia while they call it a religion and make it unsafe for us to practice these religions, right? There's not a Christian in America who would be proud to be American. And there is not a Jewish person in the world that would be proud to... You get it, guys. Have a nice day.
Guess who is not on the Epstein list? There are no women. There are no Latina people. There are no transgenders. Zero transgenders. There are no Muslims. There are no illegal immigrants. There are no Asians. There are no refugees. There are no black people. So I wonder who is on those Epstein lists.
Bro, Michael Jackson might be one of the most lied on people in human history. Let's just keep it real. I mean, when they said the Epstein files was being released and they was coming out, I had my doubts. I'm like, they don't sit on these things for too long. There's certain stuff they gonna be reenacted, they gonna take out, and we just never gonna know about, right? We wanted to know about them billionaires. We wanted to know about these company CEO owners. We want to know about the people who run the world going to the Epstein Island. But you know what we got? Michael Jackson at a fundraiser with Diana Ross kids taking a picture. Lord of mercy. And they tried to insinuate that the kids was from somewhere else, not knowing those Diana Ross kids, and this for a fundraiser. It just shows you how the media is still trying to manipulate things to look away with Michael Jackson. All these years later, Michael Jackson is still a scapegoat. He's been gone for what, almost 2 decades now? He's still a scapegoat. And another person they threw out there as a scapegoat, and I kind of don't like that one, Chris Tucker. I don't like that Chris Tucker was thrown out there, because Chris Tucker admit he did go to that island one time. Chris was probably a fool trying to make political connections. You know, he was kicking it with Bill Clinton at the time. And if you want to keep it real, ever since Chris Tucker came back from that island, Chris Tucker has never been the same again. Chris Tucker gave his life to the Lord after that. You feel me? Think about that. Chris Tucker never did nothing after that. Chris Tucker admit he went there. He admit he went there. He seen something that changed his life forever. What did he see? Chris probably need to let us know that. But yeah, ever since Chris got back, you know, Chris ain't been the same Chris Tucker. He gave his life to the Lord. Chris Tucker, whatever Chris Tucker seen, it fucked him up, right? But it just lets you know, whenever these files do come out, It's gonna be a PG. It's gonna be PG. They're not gonna give us the real. They're not gonna give us the real. We beyond that. That shit is not happening, right? But it's just crazy that out of all the people that we expected, the main two people that they threw out there was black guys, right?
I'll say it again. The 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls that you guys are referring to, they knew exactly what they were doing. Chances are they weren't 13. But if they were, they weren't. But if they were, they knew what they were doing. Just like you did. Everything that you did when you were 15 years old, underneath the bleachers at somebody else's house, skipping school, in a car, all of those items that you were doing, they're doing the same thing. Don't try to make them victims now. Unless somebody pulled up in a white van with no windows and threw them in the van with a fucking pillowcase over their head, they weren't victims, okay? They went knowing what they were doing. They wanted money. Did they get it? Well, then, transaction complete.
No, we weren't running around with child ex-traffickers and abusers in our youth. No, none of us, we weren't doing that. I thought the transgenders and stuff, I thought we had to protect the kids from the transgenders. No. We have to protect the children from people like this. But a lot of people act shocked when they hear this kind of language, right? But the truth is, this has been America for a long time. One thing I can say about Donald Trump is that he has held up a mirror to what black people realize and have seen for a very long time. But now you guys are in this shit with us, and now you guys are also starting to see what we get to see on a normal basis. Nothing but pure craziness.
So listen up. In those Epstein files, right? Did y'all see any little black children? All them little kids dancing in them white dresses in them videos. All those little kids sitting in the men's laps. Did y'all see any little black children in those videos? Little brown children? Did you see any of those? What was the one thing that they all had in common? Little white blonde-haired children. Now, mind you, they're not the elite's children. Oh, no. No. They're your children, you middle-class, hardworking people. They're your little girls. That's who they are. You know, you ones who vote for Trump thinking he's going to reduce your groceries. Those are your kids. Because you see, let me tell you something. He don't like black people. He don't like black women. He don't like brown people. So our children are not the ones being exploited. The difference is your children are going to have the story to tell you when you get older and they ask you, why didn't you protect them from that demon? That's the difference with our children. We teach our children right now from small all the way into their adulthood. If they're black men, if they're black women, we have to have the conversation with them about making it home from a whole nother set of you jackasses. But your children are going to have to worry about the elitists, the ones in control. Your children, your little blonde, whitey little girls, and probably some of your little boys too. Yeah. So you keep on letting him use you, letting him divide, and the elitists. Okay? Y'all not mad enough for me. Couldn't be my child. And all of these Epstein files that came out, of course you don't believe them. He campaigned on sending out the Epstein files. Now that they're out, what are you going to do about it, MAGA, J6ers? Those are your children, not ours. ICE, those are your little girls, not ours. What are you going to do about it? nothing like the nothing that you are right now.
Epstein and some of his people were talking about how to genetically optimize black people and how to make us smarter. And there appeared to be some desire for a mechanical use of us in some form or fashion. I'm still reading and trying to decipher what I read, because it's a lot. It's like this in-depth analysis of us as if we are like animals. It is disturbing to watch or read. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm so tired of people being obsessed with us like this. It is weird as fuck. We be minding our business and somehow still end up in it. And us needing to be smarter, I encourage you to go read it. It's weird as hell. And they call us apes. Just look up blacks and you'll find